Hi, this is Arati from Brember Herbs. I make 3 dream teas. I make artist dream tea, that is more for people who have a lot of dreams, not looking for more dreams. They're looking for like their dreams to be more like creative and inspired. It's also good for artist block or writer's block. And then this is a dream tea, which is helpful if you don't dream much at all, or your dreams tend to be more flat, like in that you're dreaming about activities of the day, like your time at the office or a party, not like magical or wild things happening. And then, and that can also cause some shifts in waking time as well. And then sweet dreams tea, which is helpful for nightmares. And that is a great all-purpose children's health tea. Even for babies, you can just give them like a drop or two for a small baby. It helps with tummy upsets and fevers and chest colds and nightmares. But I find that's also really lovely for adults if you have nightmares at all. I've used it at times that there's usually like a time period of the year where the weather changes and I tend to get nightmares, and that I like to use it at that time to just make the nightmares easier to manage and to get information from, because nightmares can also be valuable for learning about yourself and what's going on in your life. So I'll just tell a little bit more about each of those, but just know that they're all intended to be relaxing, but not put you to sleep. So they're not for insomnia, they're for dreams. You can drink them anytime during the day, and then the herbs should be in effect at night. So they don't require, it doesn't need to be before bed. And so first, artist dream tea. That one has rooibos, red root, rosemary, lavender, and skullcap. The amount of skullcap in there is small. Again, it's not intended to put you to sleep. It is intended to like soothe your nerves. A lot of times people who are active dreamers tend to be like easily, they receive a lot of they can receive a lot of psychic information or emotional information, and they are just needing soothing herbs, nervines, because they get they're stimulated easily by things. So that the herbs in there are just to help calm your nerves down so that you can rest more, but again, not make you sleepy. And then red root is a beautiful herb that I love. It helps clean out your lymphatics, and so those are helpful with your immune response. And I find there's a correlation between the waters of your body and your psychic waters of like your imagination, your dream space, and your psychic abilities. So actually rosemary I put in there to help facilitate remembering your dreams. That also is helpful for acting on the cleaning the waters of your body. So 2 herbs in there for cleaning the waters of your body. And that, I believe, is what is responsible for helping with artists and writer's blocks, and then refreshing your dream time landscape and that, all that dream activity, refreshing that. So that is my favorite, but I already have a lot of dreams. Now, if you don't have many dreams, like some people, it's rare that somebody does not dream, but if you don't remember your dreams, or you are dreaming about mundane things like going to work, at the grocery store, at a party, concrete world stuff, basic anxiety dreams, nothing like meeting animals in the forest or, large bodies of water, like those, we're dreaming about very concrete, mundane stuff. Then this is a dream tea. It is helpful for like bringing in more illumination into your dreamscape. So like it's easier to see what's happening in your dream world, and more magic into your dream space and more nature. It is associated, mugwort is one of the herbs that's really helpful for that. It is associated and tied to the moon. If you take mugwort too close to the full moon, it can sometimes cause insomnia. So, and I don't even know, sometimes it may not even be insomnia, but it just can make your consciousness so bright because the moon is so bright that you feel like you're not sleeping. You may in fact be dreaming, but it's so bright that you feel like you're not getting your full rest. So experiment for yourself. And then at the same time, at the new moon, when the moon is dark, you might not see as much of a result as you do at the full moon. Agrimony is also in there, and it's intended to help if you're similarly stuck in the waking time with work or legal issues or other issues where you just don't feel like there's much you can do about it. There's not much room for magic to happen or creativity to flow. Then that can help just changing things. It's kind of amazing how it can work. I love it before job interviews and anytime you're dealing with legal stuff. So that's for the not so active dreamer or the dreamer of mundane things. And then Sweet Dreams tea is wonderful for nightmares. If you are an adult or child, it's great for that problem. I find that it does not necessarily take away the nightmares. What it does is it helps you be less scared, and it helps you be able to function and manage in a situation that can be scary. It works. There's in some ways in waking time in a similar way. Time is something as an herb that is in there and that warriors used to take before entering the battlefield. So giving you the ability to deal, just function more clear-headedly and without panicking in a nightmare-like situation is a time property. So if you're an adult, I recommend it. If you have a child who has nightmares, I really recommend this tea. And even if you just have children, little children especially, this is a great tea for all around health aid. It has chamomile catnip in there. Both of those are good for tummy troubles that are sometimes totally mysterious before they can really explain what's going on. And thyme is good for, along with the nightmares, it's also good for chest complaints and fevers. So if they're starting to get a tummy ache or starting to get a flu or a cold or fever, you can try this tea. If they're really little, like new babies, you can do like a drop. These herbs have all been used historically with small children, and you would be surprised at how much it can be helpful. And then as they get older, you can go up to like a teaspoon, tablespoon. If they're like 4 years old, they could just drink like a tablespoon of the tea. You don't have to get a lot in them for it to have a good effect. And it can really help with those tummy aches that are so frustrating because you just want to help them stop their crying and feel better. So those are the 3 teas for dreaming. I like them all, but at different times. But I hope you get a chance to experiment with them and see how they affect your dream landscape. The more that there's so much to learn from our dreams, both about our interior world, and also you can get a lot of information about the world around you and the people around you, and more objectivity about what's going on as you delve in there. And then, we do spend a third of our lives, if we're lucky, dreaming. So it's once you can learn how to work with your dreams more and even become lucid in your dreams, or just in communication with your dream, the dreamer, the dream world, before you go to sleep, you can get answers to lots of questions and make progress in lots of areas of your life that you wouldn't otherwise, or would take much longer. For example, you can get help with health problems. Like I often get heads up about health conditions for myself or clients. I can have not uncommon to have dreams about remedies or understanding of their condition. And my daughter recently had a dream about her diet, and she changed it, and that was really helpful. And you should take those things seriously. And then sometimes, it's more metaphorical. So, but you can, even working through like logistical things, you can just be like, give me a dream to help me understand, this problem I'm having with the washing machine or something like that. You'd be surprised. But it helps if you have like a underlying practice of observing your dreams and interpreting them, knowing your baseline to get that information, to sort out the information that does come through. And now is a great time to get into that, because many of us are having much more insular and private lives and more, maybe more downtime versus social time. So it's a good time for introspection, and this is a fun way to do it because, you're just hanging out sleeping. You might as well enjoy it or use it more than you may have been. Anyways, have pleasant dreams and good luck in dream time. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications, and find our goods at brownbearherbs.com.